But yeah, man. So where do we leave things? So got the show. We was talking about. Come on, remind me now.
Represent.
So,
yeah. And then you asked, and then we were talking about the moment I realized it was kicking off.
Started taking off.
Yeah.
Okay, so
how
your
long was it
content,
before it
producer
started
on your
taking off?
back about, regularly posting,
Yeah.
feedback. That's what I think we left.
Yeah.
Getting feedback.
Yeah.
So after getting feedback, you realizing this is a thing of some sorts. Are you now hosting more? Are you getting more opportunities because you're on radio? Because you're facing more visible on social media?
Yeah, so a lot more opportunities were coming with like brands. So I did some stuff through Represent as well. Like, so I did some stuff with Nike. I did some stuff with Nando's. And then I think, there was this so okay, the moment that I realized things were, so I did this Nando's challenge,
Okay.
where it was like, I went to every single Nando's in London.
I remember
Wait,
this.
what?
I remember this.
Hang on. How long did that take?
A year. I gave myself a year to do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I like in January of 2018, I was like, I keep going to the same Nando's. Like, I'm gonna go to all the ones in the UK. And then I said, okay, calm down, just the ones in London. Calm down. So then I went to I got like myself. I went on the website, got a little list of all the Nando's, and I just decided to go. I decided to document it. And I saw that people were, really like,
following
so where
your
you
journey.
going today? Like, what's going on today? And I was like, I'm not having Nando's today. Like,
Relax.
yeah. Maybe the next 2 days.
Saw you like, what, Nando's? What you saying? Nando's?
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. It was fun because like people would be like, okay, so which one is like, what's been your best so far and all this kind of stuff. And like, then in the summer, like, I don't know, like in the summer, do you lot eat as much? It's more of like you eat, but like
I know what you mean. I'm out and about more, having fun.
When you're out and about, like you
barbecue
probably just have like
food.
one
one meal for the day, for like whilst you're out anyway.
Yeah.
And then so I didn't go to Nando's as much in the summer period. Yeah.
Right.
So I think I'd done like 40 at that time, and I had another 40 to go. So I
Can you
did
confirm
85.
how many Nando's in total you visited?
85.
Wow.
85 in one calendar year.
Yeah.
God damn.
And like, was you doing it by the side of London? So today or this month, I'm going to tackle
Southeast,
south.
southwest.
Right.
Southeast,
So
southwest.
it was if I was near, like if I was in the area, I'd be like, right, let me check if there's a Nando's right here. Cool, quickly take a selfie. And I used to take a selfie with like the staff members and stuff like that. So like that's how I documented it. So I like pull it in some long thread on Twitter.
Did Nando's ever get involved? Sorry, Vans. Did they ever get involved in or hit you up or?
Yeah, Nando's used to like retweet it and be like, all that kind of stuff. And then they sent me vouchers one time to help with like, help me along the way and stuff. But obviously with the Nando's card, like you get a free meal after you get like half you get a quarter.
It starts to make sense.
Yeah, it was all like, and then it got to 40 and it got to August or like September times. And I was like, wow, I've still got 40 to go. I've only got like a few months left. So then
You have to bang it out.
I had to bang it out. So the whole of October, I went one every single day.
Jesus Christ.
Were you at least switching up the meals?
See, this is the thing. I didn't, like, I used to get the same thing.
No, tell us what you was getting.
The fries, man. The fries and the chips and the garlic bread, or like the chips and the
So
rice.
the month of October, yeah.
The month of October, I decided to switch it up because I had been getting the same thing.
How hot do you have it? Like lemon and
Extra
herb?
hot.
Extra hot.
And then the peri vuser as well. The one that,
bruv,
the little bowl, like
extra
it's like this.
hot.
This.
Nah, man. I'm a medium Donny, innit?
You're not doing it right.
She moving like what's my girl's name with the dragons and that with the fiery mouth. Bro, extra hot. I'm not ashamed.
It's not even that hot. When you get the peri vuser.
What,
Then,
on top of the extra hot?
Yeah, bruv. The peri vuser is where you need the tissue, bruv. You're blowing your nose, like, blowing it in
That's
out.
not an enjoyable dining experience for me, man.
She's like, I don't want peace.
I don't want
problems Bruv, like, nah, extra hot.
Yeah.
Plus the what's it called?
Peri vuser.
See,
Peri
I
vuser.
don't know about them things there because I'd never go.
You would
like,
never touch that if you're eating medium.
Medium.
You
I
won't even look
graduated
at
from
it.
lemon and herb, and then I came to the medium.
I can't believe that was even a thing.
Is that where you started, lemon and herb?
Yeah, what do you mean? You have to start like at the
So
entry
you like
level,
your chicken
innit?
bitter.
Nah, because back then I didn't like spicy food. Like I wasn't on the spicy thing.
Oh, because you was playing it
Ever.
safe.
Yeah, I was playing it safe, like because if you don't even want lemon and herb, you could just get plain chicken in it.
Did you try that?
No.
Okay.
That will never be a thing. Like
The judgment was coming.
Like I needed a little flavour in the thing. In it.
Yeah.
But obviously now I'm a medium Donny. I don't think I'm gonna get higher than that. But you've jumped like what 2 stages in that.
You're coming from somebody who my mum used to put like bare peppers in our.
But that's PTSD, really and truthfully. All that stuff wasn't enjoyable experience. As your palate matures, as you get older, you start realising
eating it under duress.
That's childhood trauma.
No, but it tasted nice at the time.
Bruv, Scotch bonnet, like 9 of them. No, mum, relax, bruv.
Yeah, I remember when like my mum first put pepper in my food, and I was like, how do you expect man to eat this? It just can't happen.
Like, I enjoy hot food, but I still need to enjoy the flavour as well. So yeah, I don't want to lose that. So couldn't imagine myself doing the extra hot thing. But so October, you switched it up.
Decided, yeah. So then I got people to like tell me what they eat.
Okay, so you got more interaction from your
So the
following.
people like the Sunset Burger, the
what?
Fino Pitta. When I ate the Fino Pitta, then I just kept having the Fino Pitta.
And then you had the Fino sides. You had to have the Fino sides.
What's Fino sides? Nah.
No Fino sides, no.
No, just Fino Pitta. That was literally, and then that I made like that was like my thing. So everyone was like, "She's gonna get the Fino Pitta today. She's gonna get the Fino." Like as soon as I tasted that, I was like, "There's caramelized onions in there, my G."
Yeah,
mad.
I said, "What?" I said, "Break down what's in here." Somebody needs to tell me. There's even a halloumi in there. For goodness sake, there's a halloumi.
So by like the 60th Nando's, yeah, was you still getting that god awful question at the front? Is your first time at Nando's?
Yeah, all the time. All the time, as soon as you walk in. But I clocked it's their thing. And their thing is like,
no, but by now you should know who I am now, innit? Man's on the 60th one.
No, but I'm going to different ones, innit? They don't know who I am.
And it might have been social media, like, innit? So.
Yeah, as well.
Yeah, but man's going viral in that. Like, come on, man.
A young viral.
Show me some respect when I walk through these dolls.
Yeah. Nah, but it was so like every Nando's is different. Do you know what I mean? But in like obviously every Nando's is different in terms of like different atmosphere, different layout. No Nando's looks the same.
Yeah.
And they've done that on purpose.
All right, so let's add a bit of spice, to this thing, What was the most rundown Nando's and where?
I don't think any of them are run down because I don't think Nando's would allow that, to be honest.
Where?
Well,
one in Catford, where?
Man was basically asking you to confirm how he felt about one.
Which one?
There was the one in Catford.
Vans does
that was a good one. I went there with Yinka, actually. That was a good one.
Vans does not give a fuck about
as well. Like,
no, not that Camwell. No, I grew up going to Camwell.
Lewisham.
It's horrible.
Wait, Lewisham.
You didn't do Lewisham?
Oh no, they've got a little corner thing. That's the one in the corner, innit?
Yeah. That one, yeah. Nah.
Nah, not for me though. I haven't had any bad experiences.
Don't mess up your obviously brand.
No, I haven't
brand
had
relationships in that.
I haven't had any bad situations in Nando's, but I remember my favourite one though. Swiss Cottage, mate. That one there. They've even got some nest in the middle. In the centre.
O2 centre, yeah.
Yeah. So like
on Fitzroy Road.
Yeah, they've got some oval thing in there. Like,
yeah, it's a vibe still.
Yeah,
but it's right next to a gym, so you're like,
what? Yeah, gains, innit?
protein.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, it's right next to Virgin.
I don't know. I think they put the rice that day was just very nice. I'll never. It's like they put
Quick
sugar in it.
service as
I don't know
well.
what was in it?
Quick service as well.
You're not really picking up this Nando's, bro.
Yeah,
the proper,
yeah, it's calm, man. Like, you know.
Yeah. So Farringdon as well. Farringdon was nice as well. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, the ones
I've been to a few Nando's.
The ones in the, basically from what Van's saying and Chris saying, the ones in the ends are shit. What's Swiss Cottage?
Oh, the one in Kilburn High Road as well. Gutter.
I mean,
where?
Kilburn.
Yeah.
You didn't go to that one?
Kilburn. Oh no, I did. That's on the corner as well.
Yeah, it's just by like Bronsbury Station.
Yeah, that was not. The guy in there was really nice to me as well. Actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
what was
I remember
he saying?
that one. He was just a cool guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vans thought it was more there.
No, I don't know. It was a cool.
The one guy was very nice.
Yeah, he was really nice to me. I sat there. I didn't eat in. It was a takeaway. So I remember he was keeping me
company in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta salute them dons, man. They take like customer service personally.
Yeah, people that work in bro, front of house, I salute you, bro. Cause me when I was working Gourmet Burger Kitchen, keep me in the kitchen, bro. I ain't got time to be talking to the general public, bro, because I'll lose it. Yeah,
Especially when like there's food cooking in the background. Like I've always wondered what it would be like to work in a restaurant.
it's not easy, bro. And that was just in Dulwich. That wasn't the biggest of restaurants, but when it was busy, and I know things have changed now. There's so many different burger joints, but there's a period where like Gourmet was like the middle class spot for burgers. So like, and you got all the people from like North Dulwich and Dulwich Village. You can imagine the type of clientele they're coming in. I want aubergine in my burger and all this stuff.
So back in the day, if you were one of the mandem, you took your babes to GBK.
Yeah,
it would have been like, okay.
oh,
You know, it was like what 1 year ago that I found out there was a GBK there.
really?
Yeah, I was like driving. I was like,
It's probably because
I never really rated Gourmet Burger Kitchen. You know, never really rated it.
It was way back when I worked there. The first 3 months were cold. I remember going back there. So I left there kind of, acrimoniously because I decided to go to uni. I was like, you know what? There's only so many flipping burgers I can do. And I threw out the rubbish one night, and all the bin juice just fell on me.
that was the deciding factor.
Yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday, bro. and the man then was across the road waiting for me. I just said, bro, I'll be honest, I'm fam.
I'm done.
I'm done. Number one, I don't even want to come out of you because I need to. I want to shower anyway. And now the bin juice, I'm getting home, and I know I'm not coming back out. The bin juice fell on me, went through my trainer, bro.
Oh, through the trainer.
My
So you had the oil in your shoe.
Do you have a oil?
Do you have a oil?
Bro, nah, bro.
Yeah, so I went home, and I think it's the next one I told Mum, I was like, and she was happy to say, oh, call me, you want to go uni? I said, yeah, Mum, I'm going uni. I said, I can't do it. I said, enough is enough. But like when I wanted to go, I think it was like a week and a half before uni was going to start in it, so I hadn't got any accommodation. I hadn't got anything sorted. So I think that was a Sunday shift. I don't think I worked Monday. I was off Monday. I worked Tuesday, and I hadn't even really fully decided. Wednesday I work now, and I've told them, innit? And I never forget the lady, she was like the manager at the time. She was like, oh well, you've obviously made a commitment, you need to work the whole week. I'm like, I hear you, but I need to leave London on the Sunday to go. So I can work all this year, I just can't work Sunday. Remember, I'm only just starting uni. I'm going to be back the following weekend. I don't even mind working next weekend just to make up the shift. I love the people I worked with. It was all good vibes, innit? Like, and people trying to be accommodating. People like, oh, they'll cover my shift. They're like, no. They're just being pricks. The lady said to me, if you can't work all your days, obviously we're not going to pay you. And obviously I was younger, so I didn't get it. I was like, what? Yeah, that's the worst thing she did is telling me. She did not say anything if that was really the case. Obviously, when I get to the end of the story, you realise he was BSing. So when she told me, I was like, huh? I worked 10 more minutes, took my lunch. I never came back, bro. I didn't go back, kidding.
After lunch?
I didn't go back. But obviously
after that bin juice incident, like you wouldn't have seen me again.
Yeah, no, but that money, I got the money for that day, but she was BSing because if I worked up until the Saturday, I should have just not told him. But I didn't want to be a cunt. Like the head chef, all the guys, you rely on each other. If someone's not there, because the kitchen's so small, you feel it if you're one person down in it. So I could have just worked to the Saturday and not turn up on Sunday and not answer nobody's calls. But I can't leave my guys like that, innit? So I think we used to get paid the following Friday. So I got my money the following Friday. I was like, so I would have got my money anyway, innit? So, but yeah, that was my experience. And yeah, got my burger kitchen. I was there for a few months. Yeah, my first real official job. That's a real baptism of fire. Like, yeah, to go and work in the kitchen. It's a lot, innit? So
yeah, I heard the kitchen community it's a serious community. I mean, well, just from watching Gordon Ramsay, to be honest, that's
oh my gosh,
take that stuff personally, bro.
Yeah, them shows there, elite still.
How does it feel when somebody says about their food cold and you know it's not cold? Like you felt it and be like, this ain't cold.
Yeah, you're pissed because I know what's happened is that they just sat there and they talked, or sometimes the person that's on the dockets or the tickets, whatever, they may be taking long, innit? So they've not, like, when I gave it, it was hot. I did my bit.
Well, march out there. Like, when I gave it, it was hot. All right.
What do you mean it's cold?
And the thing is, when it comes to food, yeah, you're never going to be in the right on the other end of someone working in an establishment. The customer's always right. Even though they're not, but it's people's food, you're not going to win that argument. So that's part of the reason why I never really enjoyed it front of house. I did it 1 or 2 times, but like predominantly I was in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's long.
So yeah, that was brazy. So you enjoyed your Nando's experience. We found some of the ones that were the best: Swiss Cottage, Farringdon, according to Vans, Lewisham, Catford, Camberwell, the slums. But you know, you're doing uptown life, Farringdon and them man there. When you got to the end, how bloated were you?
My brother. Yeah. From finishing the one every day in October, I say, yeah, You overdid it, mate.
Too much Nando's.
Yeah, but you know what? I wasn't fed up of it though.
Really?
I weren't fed up of it. I was just like, wow, I ate bare chicken, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? It's probably not good for you, but like, yeah, like back when I finished the 85th one was what is it? Ealing. Yeah, I went to the Ealing one, which is the first ever one. The first ever one they had in the UK.
Swear down.
Yeah. So I left
Ealing,
that one.
you know.
Ealing, yeah. And yeah, it was a victorious moment. I can't lie.
Did they give you a black card at the end?
Nah, they didn't. You know.
Okay, I'm still working towards that.
I mean, I wasn't expecting one. I didn't do it for a black card.
No, but it would be nice,
I mean?
innit?
She did it for content, innit? So
Yeah, but it would be nice.
yeah,
It's fun.
So Nando's, you're listening, you know. 'Cause I feel like we've got a lot of undercover like people that work in certain establishments listening. I know you guys don't tweet and that, but like, all you corporate people in that, yeah, just pattern out Remi for us, man. She deserves
Pattern
it.
us as well. What do you mean, bro?
Vans, you got to slowly.
You got that listed all that.
Yeah,
Listen, mystery shopper, innit? Like, man goes around,
Mystery shopper.
you know, critiquing, you know, so they can make that one better. But there's a lot of nice Nando's out there.
Shit. Bro, you know someone's chatting shit. You're like, yeah, bro, you're chatting shit. When a new mystery shopper and that.
Yeah, you go, you critique, and then you come back with feedback, innit?
Yeah.
Come on, like Nando's big brand like that.
Who sent you?
Someone that's only eating medium and that. If they're gonna be sent, would you even know the difference, bro? Would you even know what's going on? You'd be lost, bro. You'd be so lost.
Mediums is lit, man.
So if you like it, innit?
It's my thing. It's my thing. When I go to Nando's and enjoy the little music that they play in there.
Yeah, man.
That's something that we don't talk about, you know. Especially when you're in a nice Nando's as well.
Hammersmith, they were playing Burna Boy. I was like, what's that? I was like, yeah.
I know, but sometimes they're going a bit too left. Like, you're taking it too mainstream. Come back. Claw it back, man.
What, in terms of that?
Like the traditional music that they play. I don't want to hear Burna Boy in there.
No, but I was shocked, fam. I was genuinely shocked. I was so shocked that I Shazammed it. I was like, this can't be Burna Boy. And it just came back as Burna Boy.
Listen, Burna Boy is Burna Man.
So after that, you built that's like where all eyes were on you. A lot of people followed that challenge that you did with the Nando's.
Yeah. So
what was like, what happened then after that?
So like brand deals were coming in like through Represent. And yeah, I feel like the Nando's challenge as well helped with like a partnership in working with Nando's as well.
Right.
And yeah, like just different things were coming through. So yeah, that's basically how again I started using social media properly and just getting my content out there.
Did you always know that you had the quote unquote radio voice? Because I feel like when you speak how you speak, but then when you go on air, it's this voice that all the radio presenters have. Like, did you know that you had that, like, to go on and pursue something from it?
I wouldn't say that nah, you know, I feel like listening back to my stuff, like just like to hear how my show sounded, like it just sounded like me. Like I don't know, I'm somebody who would always like I dip in and out of an accent or something. So technically, what is my radio voice? Because I'll be speaking African one.
That's true.
Then, like, do you know what I mean? So I would say people gave me the feedback like, oh yeah, you sound good on radio. Like you have a radio voice, but I wouldn't say that I felt like I had a radio voice. Yeah. To be honest.
What are you saying, Fols? You think you got a radio voice? Do you like your voice?
Yeah, I like my voice.
He didn't say it with no vim at all, you know. Like confident, like Fols is a confident dog.
No, do you know what it is, yeah? Because I've been listening back to the podcast a lot more lately, yeah. And sometimes when I'm getting too passionate, yeah, and because I got a lisp, at times some things will get lost in translation. I'm like, oh, shit, I was killing them there, but if only they could decipher what I really said. So that's what it is at times, isn't it?
Sometimes you can't lean on the lisp, bro, too much. But
listen, I told you, everyone's got it's the victim infinity stone, bro. Everyone else is using and abusing it. Let me use and abuse it. At least I'm telling you with honesty what I'm doing, innit? So
yeah, they can hear it as well.
Yeah. No, I think I've got a good voice. We've done enough radio where like you can switch it up and stuff.
Remember when we went on Represent?
Have they ever told you a story about this?
No.
So he went to a TD Nest listening
Ooh.
session
Yeah.
prior to obviously the Sunday Roast show with Scully and Joe Walker. Shouts out to him. Shouts out to Scully as well.
Man.
He phoned in last week for the podcast to have a chat about Uganda. So I was early than Vans as per usual. There's nothing new here. small send. This brother came in higher than a giraffe's neck. If the sky got a sky, Vans went past that.
Do you know what it was?
That's the highest. That's the highest I've ever seen him.
I had edibles in it.
Oh no, not in the
edibles.
bloodstream.
Yeah, I was eating it like it was a packet of crisps because I think it was like one of the first times I had edibles. So I was like, right, like nothing's happening.
You really thought it had instant impact? Like, I'm
as soon as I hopped onto the tube and sat down, I was like, whoa, what's going on?
Yeah.
And obviously I get to represent now. I see Fols, blah, blah. We're on the Sunday roast. And I'm just sitting there. I'm just like, Luckily Fols is there in it. Like, and
Did you clock that he was?
He thought, because I never told him in it that I had edibles or anything like that in it. He just thought that I was tired. That's why
initially I thought he was tired or something was wrong because Vans is quite hard working. He's someone that he tries to make everybody's things, innit? So he'll be like, I've got somewhere to go at 3. Vans has got 3 things to do prior to that thing, innit?
Spreading myself thin, basically.
Yeah. Spreading himself thin. Cut long story short. But I was suspicious. I was like, no, he wouldn't do that. He would have done it high. No, surely not. Surely. These times when he told me later, he's like, yeah, fam, I was fucking high. I was like, I knew it.
Fam, I was sitting there thinking, like, I want to engage, but what I'm thinking in my head, I'm not sure if it's going to come out right. So I just sat there in silence. And then when they came to me to ask for my opinion, I was just like, yeah, just to piggyback off what Foles said. Yeah, whatever Foles said.
Yeah.
You didn't even say anything. So you weren't even listening.
I agree with Foles.
Do you know why he was so lucky? Because obviously Scully and Joe Walker have got good rapport, good chemistry. Yeah. Obviously, we're podcasts. We're not on air as often as obviously radio guys, but we've put the groundwork in it. So
of course.
I feel like we can communicate effectively in that space, innit? Vans is so. If he was there by himself, it would have
been a disaster.
Yeah. If I'm them, generally I would have cut the thing half and be like, bro, like, what's going on? You're right. Like, yeah. And I think that's one thing you can probably like chime in and attest to is like, that's actually a good place to go to. How do you draw energy from a guest when like they're not giving you nothing?
Wow. Oof, it's hard, bro.
Yeah.
It's hard. But I would say, like, it all starts from the moment they walk in, you know? Like, like building the relationship from there. Like, you know, how are you, like, letting them know, like,
it's a comfortable situation.
Exactly.
I'm not your enemy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Letting them know that you're not the enemy. Like, you know, and also you have to do your research in a sense. Like, is this person going to answer this type of question? Like, I wouldn't ask them questions that I know they're not going to answer. Do you know what I mean? Or I would ask them an open-ended question where they can lead it. Yeah. And then I feed off of what they lead
where,
with.
why, how.
Yeah.
Come on. You know.
Yeah.
You've been to the classes.
But pulling out, you just... Boy, sometimes you can try and they're not going to give you nothing. Like, so you just have to be the professional in that situation and just, you know, wrap it up, mate.
Save questions. So what's your top 5 rappers?
That's something that I never want to hear. Like,
I can always, I feel like I can always tell when it's going left. Or if you was on a long journey and you can only take one album, what album would you pick?
Album?
Yeah, there's like, you can't even ask me that question because I wouldn't know what to tell you. Yeah. There's so much. One. Yeah.
But then hopefully they say something can draw. Like,
exactly.
It's just hoping they give you something.
Exactly.
Those are the ones where like you're just fishing, really, innit?
Yeah. And especially like it must be a little frustrating when you have a guest that's, I don't know, like doing well at the present minute, but you know that their persona is to be like mad chill, subdued. Like how do you unlock a certain, you know, personality trait from them for them to open up and make an exciting chat or a good interview?
I guess, like I said, I think it's from the start. Like as soon as you see them, like it's just letting them know, giving them an energy that they could either match or like they could possibly, you know, try to match at least. You know what I mean?
Or just take them by surprise, like, the energy in here is good, so I feel comfortable. We've had a little chat before we go on there.
Exactly.
You need to be the radio version of Back Row G. That's what you need to be. My family. And I was like, you know what? This is a lot. And then you can come down, or I can match you.
Yeah, to be fair. And sometimes you might even have to match them, like, but not necessarily, like, but still do your job. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can match them, like, okay, cool, like, they're mellow. You can sometimes be mellow as well, like, but still get the information that the listener wants to get out of them. Like, you just have to find different ways of doing it.
It's not funny than seeing, like, a personality, an artist, whatever, have a sit-down interview with someone and just be so, like, left of themselves, and then they go somewhere else, like a competitor station or whatever, a different podcast, and then, like, they give them fucking
all
gold,
all the fucking exclusives.
Bro.
Like, what? Wasn't I not good enough? Nah.
Well, you have to just take it on the chin. It's like, the game is the game, bro. Man,
especially when they're on the promo run as well. Like, we're gonna come to your show first, and then an hour later they're on the next radio station and they're giving them fucking gems.
Yeah, all the exclusives.
Like, you were here an hour ago. What?
Yeah.
What the gems just unlocked now?
Bro, this is like I said, it's give and take. I always.
That's
the first point of call is on the people that are holding that session, the radio presenter, the podcast, whoever, innit? I'm seeing a lot more. I think style-wise, we're getting to a different place in the UK as well, in terms of interviews. I'm seeing the sit-down without the salacious questions or trying to catch you out. There's a girl called Wumi Bello who's on YouTube. I'm seeing she has a sit-down recently with Jules. I haven't watched that one yet. I actually watched her sit-down, not fully, but most of her sit-down with Lani Good.
Yeah.
And I actually enjoyed it.
Okay.
And I know there might be a lot of people that share the same sentiment. Like, you come with a preconceived notion and you kind of get her a little bit more. I saw the one with Rams. I even watched the one with her and Loz. So I feel like that's somewhere we're going to, innit? Like, there's
Loz?
Shaki on the beat as well, innit, man?
Oh, yeah.
They just run the YouTube rabbit hole. Just caught me one day. I was like, let me just check this out. And I was there, bruv. You know, so
it happens.
Like we're having different styles. I know there was always that talk about, are we gonna have a Charlemagne S figure in the UK? We don't need that. But like that type of, maybe it's not to put her as an opposite discredit, like maybe like a ZZ Mills with a certain style. Or I'm trying to think who asks like the tough questions, or like when people go there they might be a little bit shook. Who else would I? I'm trying to think Dotty a little bit.
Yeah.
Like she didn't skate past the.
I think the last
she didn't skate past the relationship conversation with Stormzy. So it's that type of thing. It's like, not that she was being horrible or trying to catch anybody out, but it's like, I'm not going to not answer the question type of thing. So there's different styles in it. So I feel like we're getting to different spaces.
Are you a tough question asking person?
I'm here for the good vibes, man. I'm here for good vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a tough?
Yeah,
I'm here for the good vibes.
I'm aware in this.
Yeah,
you don't just for the good vibes. You're just there for the good vibes.
I'm just here for the good vibes.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know, good vibes people ask good vibes questions.
Yeah,
but you need it though. It's like everyone's different, isn't it? Like, and you know, you probably get further in life doing the good vibes.
Doing the good vibes.
Yeah. Because people actively want to come and see you. They're gonna have a good time. They enjoy your personality. They probably enjoy your content, innit? So, you know, I feel like you need a villain sometimes, though.
Yeah,
you do.
Who wants to be that?
Yeah, but
it's a looking over your shoulder tactic all the time.
It's a lonely road. It's a looking over your shoulder, but because people don't want to do it, you kind of stand alone in a space.
What are you being a villain about, though?
That's a fair question. That's a fair question.
Because there's ways of being like I guess like in the definition of being a villain, like a lot of the stuff is malicious, but in a villain as a media personality, you could be a villain that just, you know, asks the questions that people want to know. It may be tough to the person that's answering, but it's not malicious. You're just asking what everyone wants to know. But then there's a different type of villain that will like do it in a mad way, like in a clout-ish type gossipy style way, innit?
Yeah. Because my thing is, I feel like if things are out there and in the open, and then the most obvious question, why don't you just get it out of the way? That's how I look at it, you know? Now, when you're at different places in your media career, you might have to box clever. You might be early and get someone big, and it's like, do I want to ask on this question there and then? But I just feel like if I go home, inside I feel like I'm a pussy because I know I wanted to ask it and I didn't ask the question.
I was working at Bang Radio on an internship. Yeah. Bashi was coming to the station, and they asked me to interview him.
Yeah.
And I think at the time, there was like a little. I think Dappy had dissed him.
Okay.
Around that time, and it was around the time where Dappy was going back and forth with Scorcher. If you can.
I remember that little bit. Yeah.
Right. So before I even got to ask him any questions, before the interview, I think he told his manager, he was like, "Yeah, I'm not going to answer these, that. And I was like, right, well, interview done. Because the questions that I wanted to ask, like, he didn't want to answer. And he told his manager to tell me beforehand. So I'm like thinking...
Gets like that.
He's got to say to him, so what's it like being a black boy?
Why are you like this?
Because you've got to find something somewhere, you know?
Yeah, I had to incorporate something about black boys.
Yeah.
So
you went down the whole positive
I'm
one,
like,
yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, give me the nitty and gritty. Are you going to respond to Donnie, innit? Because you're still an MC. I know that you're embarking on your acting journey and that, but you still pride yourself as an MC, innit? Like, I went to school with my man, innit? So I knew that he was on the playground. He used to slew dons all the time, innit?
Yeah.
And then obviously he went over to East and he was like chilling with all the MCs from down there, and you know, the infamous clash with him and Gets, like, at the time, bro, that was your thing, innit? Like, come on, man.
But what was stopping you? Even though, so his manager came, so he didn't speak to you, his manager came and said to you, X, Y, and Z, he doesn't want to answer these. Yeah. What was stopping you from going, so your manager said you don't want to talk about this, but what go on?
I don't know. Because, like, I had just
started out. Yeah.
And I was an intern.
Okay.
Maybe I should have just been bold in it and just taken that step of, like, asking that question or the questions that I wanted to. But I just felt like, you know, I've been applying for bare places for ages. I'm here now. That's the end swing. Man got our first one opportunity. I can't mess this up. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it did, like, suck the joy out of, like, what I thought would have been better content, because Bang Radio was like, you know, youth based. It was what the youths wanted to kind of hear. And at the time, like, you get certain artists like Bashi, who's, I guess, maturing in certain respects. So like, at that time, I'm not respecting the whole, oh yeah, man's trying to do the maturity thing, you know.
Vans weren't rating the turtleneck and the loafers without the sock.
Yeah, man.
You're actually a madman, first of all.
I wanted, like...
I didn't do nothing.
I wanted Bashi Suck Your Mum Volume 1 type Bashi, but like, he's already got the turtleneck on. Yeah. You know.
It's fair, man. You got growth. It's growth.
Growth, innit?
Yeah, growth. It's true. Growth is good. Growth is good, yeah. So you can see we've been in the trenches as well, you know, so we've done it. But yeah, one extra, man. But I'm going to keep saying I'm so happy for you, man.
Thank you, man.
I'm so happy for
Thank you. I'm excited.
I can't wait to tune in. What time are you on in the morning?
7 a.m.
7 a.m.
to 11 a.m.
Oh, they're working you.
4 hours.
Yeah.
Waking up the nation.
Love that.
That's dope, man. And like, I think at the time it was all announced, there was like a fresh new roster that they announced.
There was musical
right?
chairs in the radio world. Yeah.
Musical chairs.
Yeah.
Can you you say that?
What does that mean?
There was some like moving around, didn't it? So out with the older, in with the new. It felt like when I saw that. So like Henry, who's someone from Represent Radio.
She went to
Kiss.
Yeah.
You got your slot, one extra. Lady Leisha.
Yep, she got her show on Saturday.
On Saturday, one extra as well.
Nadia J.
Obviously, she's already been on, but she got confirmed.
Cyan Anderson as well.
Cyan Anderson. So she wanted to get another slot. I know she's
working on that UK music.
She used to do a Friday, right? Friday afternoon.
So I can't repeat that. Cyan Anderson's doing what, sorry?
She's doing the UK focus show.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Yeah. It just seemed like, to me anyways, from the outside looking in, that they had just announced a fresh new roster and a different type of plan to what it was before, which...
Yeah, I mean, they just got, like, they brought in, like, me and Lady Leisha as, like, new talent.
Right.
And then you had Nadia J, who's doing, like, the breakfast show, which is which is massive.
Yeah.
And then you've got Sian Anderson holding down like the UK music, which is a massive slot as well. Like so, I wouldn't say it was. It was a great. Sorry.
No, go on.
It was just a great moment for black women in radio. To be honest, like that's what BBC One Extra.
Why I said musical chairs, maybe so I'll be a bit clearer. Obviously, Mr. Jams no longer there. He went to
Capital.
Obviously, Dottie left and she's at Apples. I think that there was some movement. That's what I mean in regards to musical chairs. So like people were leaving, going to other stations, and there was new talent coming in from doing stuff online. Like obviously, you've got an online presence. You host. I've seen you at parties. You're on Represent. Henry on Represent. Definitely seen her doing some brand stuff, a lot of stuff with No Signal, Spotify with the Who We Be podcast, her own content for what's the show she's got on her YouTube channel?
Is Your Ends Changing?
Is Your Ends Changing? Going to different ends and talking about
She's got her own
gentrification.
production company, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, so there was a lot. So that's what I mean. It's like I could see if anybody was going to get picked. Personally, I had my eye on something. Okay, cool. Those things made sense. And that was confirmation that people were heading in the right direction. That's what I refer to. Me when I'm referring to musical chairs, that like, okay, cool. Some people, at the end of the day, you've been in that job for maybe 10 plus years. It's time for some new young talent. And if there's an opportunity for you at another station and they're going to blow the bag because you are a heavyweight in a name, go and take it and let these new people come in. We want to see that.
Yeah, they saw the good vibes in Remi as well. So they were like, we need, we need that energy here.
You're a local energy provider, man.
Come
Forgive.
on. We need it.
Yeah, so also at DLTM was like,
DLT. Wow, I missed that place.
Yeah.
Did you go to like their abroad events as well?
Yeah.
I think I saw you hosting
Nigeria and Ghana.
Oh, you weren't playing no games.
Yeah, you went on tour.
Shout out DLT, man. Shout out DLT. Shout out all the team.
Yeah,
I missed them.
the man, them.
Tremendously. Nigeria and Ghana. I mean, even the highlights came back up. Like a year ago. Hi, pains me, damn it.
There's nothing worse than when your Snapchat Insta reminds you like you were here last year
in Nige
and now you're sat in your pants and dressing gown working from home and that.
Electric bill high.
Electric bill through the roof.
But it was to be honest, I got a picture. The one that hit me the most was the picture of in Ghana, because I prefer Ghanaian jollof rice. That's just me.
We'll talk about that later. Let's not ruin what's been a really good, enjoyable sit down. Let's not do that.
A picture of fish and jollof rice came up on my highlights, and I was like, "COVID really did this.
Yeah,
you did this. You ruined it. You ruined it."
I mean, people were out there not
people
too long
were
ago.
out there, to be honest, but I couldn't risk it.
Some people are still out there now. It's peak. Yeah.
Or would you want to leave and come back to this?
Yeah, we spoke about a couple weeks ago, like collective responsibility and stuff. Like, I know I'm not comfortable with certain things, but with everything that's going on, I'm not even overly judging no one. Just kind of is what it is. People are going to do what they want to do in it.
Yeah, but this lockdown is really lockdowning.
Did you not see, I think, was it on This Morning, Holly Willoughby? They were flogging one influencer girl who is...
Not flogging.
Yeah, she was getting flogged still. I think she's in Dubai. She's away somewhere. She's away for work, posting content. But she was talking about the work she's doing here, and then they just panned the camera to a video of her on a camel. I fell down. I laughed. I'm sorry. Because she's acting like it was essential work in there. She's like, obviously I'm here to uplift people and that. And
what, by sitting on the camel?
Yeah. Obviously you got to post stuff on the feed to make us feel good at home, because we're living vicariously through you, innit?
Are we?
No.
Yeah. Wow. Like that. Is that how it?
Okay. That doesn't work, does it? No.
Nah, it doesn't work.
Doesn't work. There's a lot of influencers away and abroad and doing their thing. Bro, it is what it is, man.
This lockdown is really lockdowning. Like it's never locked down before.
Yeah.
This one, what would? To be fair, this one, I think it pains more because it's been lasting for this long.
Yeah. So like, obviously, the first one, everyone was just sticking to the rules. Everyone was at home. Like, people were at home. This one now, obviously, because it's been so long, it's coming up to a year now since we've been in this pandemic.
COVID fatigue, man. I keep saying it.
It's we've gone through like the cold months as well. Like the storm, we just seen snow the other day.
True.
So it's just like we're still here. Boris, whenever they announced that he's gonna come on at 5 p.m, it's like, what now?
I thought he was gonna resign today because he come and there's 100,000 deaths and what did they say? Like what's the exact quote Boris gave? I think he apologized and said they did all they could do. I'm like,
yeah, to keep people
fucking
alive.
Liar, bro.
Your first statement was like,
don't lie.
People are gonna die.
100,000. I think we got the highest death toll in Europe and that. So
yeah,
and I don't know what the number would have been, but I do feel that number's a lot higher than it should have been.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
it's-
yeah,
A lot of stuff
absolutely.
was avoidable.
It's
innit?
too,
So-
it's too high.
I even saw a clip of.
5 times higher than what they said would be the worst case scenario.
That's crazy.
Wow.
You know,
That's
and it
crazy.
doesn't help with people's. Maybe it's the misinformation we get on social media and some of the mistrust of government and how they've handled stuff. There was a clip online of a family going and taking their elderly relative. They took the ventilator off Donny, took him out of the ward, and the guy's like, "Listen, if you go home, sir, you're going to die." That's what you know. Like, you know, usually like doctors like the sugarcoat, like you might be all right. No, he said, "Listen, if you go home,
You're gonna die.
you would die."
Yeah.
Donny's dead, bro. The family took him home. He's dead. He's dead. He's gone. You know.
Why would you do
Because the family
that?
came in and said, I spoke to the lawyer. They advised because they weren't happy with the steroids and some of the medication was taken. So they said they spoke to someone and they said, zinc, magnesium, and something else. The guys, but this medication isn't proven to help with COVID. These things
Well, they tried to hotep the situation.
I don't know. I don't know. So they tried to. They got him off the ward, and he passed away. You know,
Bro,
so,
like from when you're wearing an oxygen mask, something to help you breathe, and then you willingly take that away.
yeah.
What do you think is gonna happen?
He was saying in the clip as well. I'll show you something before we get out of here. That I want to go home. I want to go home as well. So, but his family came and took him, and yeah, he's no
Yeah,
longer
but
here.
no one in hospital wants to stay in hospital, bro. Like I remember being in hospital for 2 weeks. I didn't like one bit of it.
Yeah. But like I said, if I'm needing support with my breathing, this might be the best place for you. Like,
Do you know what I mean?
Stay
Like,
where you are, innit?
know.
yeah,
And you got Donny like that just comes at 5 p.m. every now and again with the scruffiest hair look that you've ever seen,
oh yeah, man, like Boris.
but no one calls that unprofessional. You go to a workplace with dreadlocks and they start calling it unprofessional.
Hey, yeah, it's mad still. That's why I'm trying to
Speak.
grow these now. So when I'm applying for the job online and that, I'm here.
Land.
Yeah, I'm here now. Sorry, dude. Listen, so I'm not gonna get the job because of that. I'm here now. Sorry, give me the job. You can't discriminate. I'm here now. You can't discriminate. It's crazy.
Has this whole pandemic robbed you of the experience that you had hoped for when you landed that one extra gig?
I wouldn't say robbed me. I think it's happened the way it's happened. Like, to be honest, like it's happened the way it's happened. I was thinking about. I was like, "Rah, I got this job during a pandemic."
Something that you wouldn't normally envision, right?
Yeah, I didn't. Well, I didn't know what it was going to look like. But I guess I didn't imagine it looking like this. You know, going in and just going to be no one there. You know, but
yeah.
But at the same time, I'm grateful. I can't. What I don't know. I don't. This is how God wanted it. Do you know what I mean?
The blessing is there.
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah. But I'm just more annoyed that I'm gonna have 2 birthdays in lockdown, bro. That's what I'm more.
It's my birthday next month. It's my niece's birthday as well. My mum's on the ropes.
Yeah,
like-
but you know, you got to, your thing was just before last year.
yeah, but
We weren't in the pandemic in February last
bro,
year.
it's a big birthday that's coming up.
Yeah, true,
Yeah,
true,
so-
true.
That's it. You know, like, having 2 birthdays is peaking it, but yeah, because I got a big birthday coming up, and I'm not overly the birthday person, so it's like the one year I wanted to be a bit of a diva. I think God's trying to keep me humble now.
Is it the big? Is it the big?
Yes, yeah, man. It's the big 21, man. It's pussy horse. Do I not look it?
You didn't say the age. You said I got a big birthday, but you didn't say the age. I knew it was a bit
Big
sensitive. And that.
3-0, man. Come on, man. It gets lit when you're in your 30s, bro.
Of course, you fucking know it.
I'm telling you, fam.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I said, man. I think, you know, everyone's just like, oh yeah, I can't do this. I can't do this. And obviously, like, this has been probably the most deadliest period since this pandemic first kicked off.
The new
You know.
mutations and that.
Yeah, man.
The
Like,
remix.
it's at the deadliest.
The remix to the remix.
I feel like every other day it's like I have to say, like, you know, I'm so sorry, or passing off my condolences to someone because they've lost a member of their family. So it's like, rah. And we're all locked down in, obviously for, you know, to help save things. But again, like, so many different factors that were taken into consideration. Second birthday in lockdown. It's like, rah, they're just robbing off our years. Just robbing it off.
It just makes you think, just got to be thankful for the small blessings, isn't it? So
Yeah,
it's like,
absolutely.
we're still here, you know, and we're not better than anybody that's passed. So it's just like, grateful for the lives we do have. And
Yeah, that's
if we're indoors, we'll just make the most of it, innit?
That's
It's
true.
one of them things, innit? So
Learn a new skill. Remember at the beginning,
Allow
use this
me,
time.
yeah.
Learn a new language.
Bro, I'm trying to survive,
Okay,
innit?
like,
Yeah.
bruv, I'm chilling more time. I
It's
need
fa-
it.
It's fair, then. I get it. There's people that have really made headway during this period. Salutes to you, shouts out to you. And other people you haven't, shouts out to you as well. You're still here though, innit? That's the most
exactly.
important thing, innit?